Okay. Bum du en bloc. Okay. All right. Okay. Um, I'm Haitian American. Okay. So it's a certain type of pride that comes with that I don't think a lot of people understand. They probably got some type of a clue, but I don't think you understand the weight of the pride, the weight of the responsibility that's felt within yourself, not just within the community, but like within yourself. Um, it's like you, well, for me in my mind, for me it feels like I owe my ancestors, right? I owe the older generation, like I owe them, right? It's because people are like, oh, people fought, people died for you to be here and all this. And I'm like, you hear that, and you don't necessarily think of the weight of the situation and like the history that's behind all of that. Because in this country alone, in America, of course, uh, Black Americans, African Americans, um, there's a it's this almost the same. It's almost, and it sounds weird to say that, but it's because of course a lot of our people and some of the people come from Africa. Then the others, they will be some kind of conversation and discussion and whatever about some people actually already being here because they were already natives. But let's just say that we're from all over, but specifically the ones that came from that side of the world to this side is something that we share. But when you're Haitian, I, bruh, the words that they say, dog, like the word, like you have to understand. There's something that is felt within the chants, the songs, like the music. It's like the heartbeat, the feeling, all of that is within you. Like like I'm getting chills right now, even talking about it and thinking about it. It's the 1804. Like I'm trying to tell you, you just can't, like that feeling. It runs through your veins. It runs through your veins. You have like literally the blood of the ancestors are within you. Okay, it's and the only way to help kind of understand people to help people understand is like if you've seen the movie, all right, Black Panther, in the part where they hit the what is it, that field of where they meet their ancestors, right? That's for me. It's like that feeling. It's like that feeling. Okay. It's like my dad passed like when I was young, so it feels, so every time when I'm having like hardship or something like that, I think about it. I think about him, and every now and then it feels like I'm in that plane, and it's hard to explain. It's not like there's words because there's no words. It's more of like a feeling. All right, and I know it sounds crazy, but this is like all in the head. All right, like spacing out type thing, just trying to collect yourself. But like that, it just feels that way. That my dad's watching me, and not just him. Like, oh, my uncles, all of them that passed. It's a lot. So it, for me, it takes a toll because these there's a lot of men that have passed. That's in my family alone. Um, and like my first experience with death from the family, that it was from my uncle's side, right? It's a whole basically a section of the family has literally passed on. All right. First, it was he was my cousin, but he was older than me. But he was literally a kid when he passed. Okay. Then his mom, which is my aunt, my mom's sister, she passed. And then a couple of years after that, my uncle, he passed. So literally a whole section of the family, bro. Is and I don't think I've ever talked about it, but that aunt specifically was like she was like a second mom to me. Um, because I did in fact I called her mom one time, and it caught everybody off guard. It caught her off guard. It caught me off guard. My mom wasn't there. I think she was at work at the time. But yeah, I was because she was that close. She was that close to me. Okay, so yeah. First the son passed, then his mom, which was my aunt, then my uncle. Right. So but then that I can't even remember how close me and that cousin were. I just know we were always around each other. So I remember like literally from my memories, we were close. We were close. But then yeah, like my uncle, his house period was just his house was the house that was like the one that was grounded that everybody went to, whether you liked or hate somebody or have issues or whatever the situation was in the family, you went to that house. Okay, everybody went to that house for the family fun and parties and all this type of stuff, right? um and a lot of people have that point or that family member that passed where they're like, once they passed, everything pretty much changed with like the whole family dynamic changed, which is for me that's what that was. And it happened at a young age too, so it had an effect on me. It had an effect on me because like after that, like some like my father passed. I'm trying to remember if it was like certain other uncles passed first or father, but it was like that. Basically, yeah, they went, and then when my dad passed, that was a that was a that was a hard one. Still a hard one, but yeah, I say all that to say because they are my ancestors now. They are in that plane, in that field. So whenever I have like hard times or anything like that, I pray and everything. I think about them too. So, yeah, they're they're always on my mind, always. So yeah, every time when something doesn't go right, whether it be because of outside things or even if it's like my fault, like I always tend to say, "Oh, I failed them. I failed them," and a lot of people always say, "Oh no, you didn't. You didn't." I mean, I get it. I get it. In a general sense, I didn't. But for me, and it's not like to put anybody down or anything, but I feel like a lot of people do the same thing. You hold yourself to a certain standard. Okay, it's not putting anybody else down. It's like you just hold yourself to a certain standard, so you don't want to mess up. You don't want to fail. You know, and I guess in my case, the whole I don't consider myself a perfectionist, but I can see now that there's a lot of things that I try to be like kind of perfect at, and it just didn't work out. Or if things weren't perfect in a certain way or situation, even even unconsciously, and like even when I think about it now, like a lot of these things were unconscious type of things that just happened, and lo and behold, I wanted it to be perfect, but it just wasn't perfect. It didn't work out, and it's like, but just don't. I just don't want to disappoint the ancestors and the Haitian blood that's running through my veins, that is running through my son's veins. I think about all of this and the generations, and it's just again, it's very, very prideful. All right. Um, because yeah, I'm American. I have the American pride. Don't get me wrong. The America can treat you like a stepchild sometimes, but all in all, I'm still American. Still have that pride. All right, but it's like double because I'm also Haitian, so I'm Haitian American. I have that pride. It's almost like you can't tell me nothing. You literally cannot tell me nothing. All right. But, you know, if we were in different times, it'll probably be a different situation. But this is what it is now. You know, and then Haiti is being recognized in the last couple of years for certain things, and some negative, some positive, but all in all, it's being recognized, right? So just don't want to disappoint them.